Hey guys, what is going on? This is Zip of RageQuitTV. I'm going to be casting a game between desRow and OscarMVP. And I know, yes, it is a PvP, but you know what? desRow sent me this game personally, and he wouldn't send me like a 4-gate or a cannon rush or anything like that, so I have high expectations from this game. Of course, he is living inside the GOM house right now over in Korea. And additionally, he's going to the gym and doing all that good stuff, so he's taking care of himself about time. If you don't know desRow, he is a fairly popular Protoss player. Not really on a team. I think maybe he joined a team. His site is desRowfighting.com. And he just kind of made a living playing StarCraft 2, coaching, streaming, doing all that stuff. And he actually paid for himself to go to Korea. And he is playing against OscarMVP, who is on Clan MVP, not Team MVP. There's a big difference between Clan and Team. Basically, the team represents the clan. They are the best of the best. If you want to relate it to like real world or to foreigner standards, the whole math like classes of a school, every single math class, that's a clan. And then you have a math team that goes out and competes and represents your school. That is kind of how the clan and team environment work inside of Korea with StarCraft and StarCraft 2. And why would you want to be on the team instead of, why would you want to be on the clan? So hopefully one day the coach comes to you and says, hey, do this build against Dongre Gu 100 times. And well, if you do it well enough, we'll let you stay in the house. And basically they just try to keep playing. They're not professional, they're not getting paid, but they just keep on playing, trying to earn a spot inside of their team house, which then they can eventually get sent to tournaments. Well, not sent because they live in Korea. They'll be able to participate in things like the GSTL. That's basically how the clan and team works. Hopefully that does make sense. We do have desRow getting his Cybernex core at 17. And Oscar now getting his at 17 as well, just a little bit later. I'm not exactly sure why this is late. And I should also mention both these players are masters on the Korean server, so there you have it, both master players. We do have desRow with 60 energy on his Nexus and 60 energy on Oscar's Nexus. So both players have chrono boosted the same amount of probes out. According to this count, both have 18, and well, they're still building probes. desRow's Cybernex core, of course, does finish just a little bit earlier, and he is going for his second gas. And right now, Oscar not going for his second gas, but his Cybernex core now just finishing. Will he be taking that gas now or not? It looks like he does have one probe on follow that will be making the gas and going back to mine. We do have also a Stalker being chrono boosted out. desRow not chrono boosting his gateway just yet. 60 energy on that Nexus and 38 on this. And there we go, desRow finally just chrono boosting that one gateway, deciding not to chrono boost the Warp Gate research, and Oscar is not chrono boosting that Warp Gate either. His gas does finish, and desRow looks like he is doing the same build, except just a little bit faster. We do have desRow with a probe just sitting right here. He could put a pylon and whip in a lot of units, but we do have a Zealot going to take care of that one probe. desRow does walk up there, just ensures no pylons there before he's moving out with his Stalker and Zealot, but a Stalker and Zealot do take out desRow's probe, and he's going to keep on going for this. And he does get the first shot, but the Zealot is going to hit that one Stalker, which will bounce it out. desRow does have to retreat, trying to take out that one probe of Oscar. And now desRow kiting this one Zealot, has two Stalkers, so now he has more than his opponent, and it looks like he will easily be able to take this out. For taking absolutely, well, he loses a Zealot, both players lose a Zealot right there, and it looks like Oscar will manage to get away with his Stalker. He does put up a forward pylon, and desRow taking a Nexus right now. We do have two more gates just now completing for Oscar. desRow only at one gate, so this is going to be a tough hold. Does take out that probe, it looks like, and gets a Stalker kill. We got to keep in mind this one pylon now just finishing. desRow going on the attack, it looks like. Does he know about that pylon? No, he does not. And Oscar going to be taking his expansion. desRow throwing down two more gateways, actually three more gates, so he is going to be on 4 gates, but he does have an expansion coming up. Since desRow is up in Oscar's face, that means Oscar cannot warp units in at that forward pylon. desRow with some micro on his Stalkers, not losing a single one just yet. Pulls the wrong one back and now gets that one back, and it's in the red. He is going to keep that alive, and that is so good. But these warp gates now completing. We will have Oscar warping in a lot of Stalkers. desRow Stalkers are injured. That one Stalker goes down. The next one will be going down. Oscar trying to micro his one Stalker back. He does get one. That Stalker does live. And now desRow is on the retreat. He doesn't have any forward pylons, so this Stalker could go down, but it doesn't look like it. Oscar is going to hold on there going in this loss tab. Looks like Oscar has lost a little bit more, only 350 minerals. That's not too much, but you got to keep in mind desRow did throw down this Nexus before Oscar. The probe count is 25 for 24. Oscar actually in the lead. His Nexus just about done, so it doesn't look like this is going to play too much of a role. That extra 10-15 energy is not going to make a difference at all, and then one Zealot is going to be coming in here, and this Zealot could kill a few probes, actually. We have desRow. All his Stalkers are down here. He does not know about that forward pylon. Now the Zealot coming up. If he gets 2 probe kills, that will be worth it, but the probes immediately go away. The Zealot's going to do absolutely nothing. He will see the Nexus complete and how many probes are down here, so that may kind of give him an idea. If he wanted to, he could have clicked on these mineral fields and known like how long the Nexus has been up, or get an estimated guess. Okay, he just started mining from it. It hasn't been up too long. We do have a robo facility and a pylon being built for desRow, while Oscar, he has his robo facility up, getting a Twilight Council, so he will be going for Blink Stalkers. desRow wondering how that Zealot gets into his base. He does find this one forward pylon, and now Oscar is going to be losing a considerable amount more than desRow. He'll be up at 1050, while desRow only at 500 lost. More Stalkers coming down here. This one going to go on the watchtower just to make sure that ambush is not coming, while we have Oscar just sitting at this one ramp. He does have the robo facility up earlier, and he has a Twilight Council, so he will have Blink and more Immortals, which could be the deciding factor. Of course, if you blink while a Stalker shot is in the air, that damage is negated. And of course, Immortals just kill Stalkers straight out anyways. desRow does have a lot of sentries, but I think Oscar, he may get Charge also, and that will definitely help him after this blink. If he gets blink and Charge, he can stay on a gateway army composition and do fairly well. And if a Colossus switch does come, he can get Archons, which do well against Colossus in the early stages of the game. You can make a very nice timing attack with Speed Lot, Archon against any type of Colossus play. We do have desRow going on for the attack. He has a lot of sentries, which won't be doing really anything. I guess he can force field, but we don't have any like melee units from Oscar. If he's putting a lot of Zealots right now, those sentries would be key. We do have an Observer out for desRow, so he may be able to pick off this one pylon. He is going to be going for it. And Oscar, is he going to be falling back or not? Of course, Oscar doesn't know if desRow is getting blink or not, which desRow isn't. So desRow could always blink up here if Oscar does try to go for that ambush, which he is. So maybe he's going to be, well, he is not going for the ambush. Never mind. He's just going to be sitting on the ramp, letting that one pylon fall down. The Observer now getting out of the base. We do have an Observer for Oscar just looking in case that try to get in, but he's not going to be finding it because desRow took the damage and got out. But wait, the Observer coming back in. Blink underneath of it, and that Observer does go down. However, desRow is up 86 to 78 supply. We have the Robo Bay just now completed, going to be researching that Thermal Lance and Double Forger, so desRow is going to be going for upgrades. We don't have a Templar. Okay, there's the Templar, guys, for Oscar, so it looks like he will be doing some type of Archon timing as he is getting Charge at the same time as this Templar Archives. Will just be building Zealots, getting that gas count really high, and will have a scary amount of units very shortly. He's going to be building a lot more gateways because with the Speed Lot Archon, he can support like 7 or 8 gates easily off of 2 bases because Zealots are just minerals and Archons are pretty much just gas. So you fully utilize those materials. We do have one Stalker out for desRow, going to keep... no, he's not going to go on the watchtower. Just going to be scouting around. Warp Prism right here, just sitting out. He has not used it yet, it looks like. Maybe he did and I missed it. But the Warp Prism will be coming in very shortly. We do have that one Stalker that sees Oscar moving out. This will tell desRow to go in with the Observer. Going to have 2 Zealots immediately land. That can take out a lot of probes. But the Immortal just about coming out, but more Zealots do get morphed. All the probes do turn around. Oscar is going to be going in for the attack. Will this Warp Prism harass win desRow the game? All the probes go down. The Zealots just attacking this one pylon, which will power this Robo facility. 2 Zealots go in a great spot. And with those 2 Zealots and this Archon, lots of damage being dealt. We have force fields for desRow, stopping Oscar from going up into the base. Another Zealot gets whooped in. This Immortal just wailing away on Zealots. Of course, Immortal's not that good against him. Of course, Oscar also can't go in. He is going to blink up on here. Going to try to take out this Robo facility. A Colossus is coming out, And it will go down along with the Immortal inside of it, so desRow taking a huge loss right there. Oscar tries to blink out but misses a few Stalkers. We do have Oscar cleaning up these Zealots, but more just getting whooped in for desRow. And this Immortal could actually go down. Urkon is being morphed. That will be able to take out any force fields. More Zealots just going this great choke. But desRow, does he have any upgrades? He's at +1 attack, while Oscar doesn't have any upgrades whatsoever. desRow researching charge right now is going to be... Wait. Oscar researching charge. Really? Oh, that never completed. Taking that one pylon stop charge from completing. Okay. That's pretty interesting. More Zealots go into this middle line, but they will be taken care of. We have desRow killing 11 workers. But I think Oscar did even up the loss tab. Yes, he has evened up that loss tab. 46 probes to 59 probes. We do have desRow going to be taking his next base, so he'll be on 3 bases. And Oscar looks like he will just be remacroing. Of course, he does know about the 3rd base because his probe did see it. And desRow has a few Colossus up. This charge will be completed soon as this pylon finishes. There we go. And that's kind of interesting that the charge, there's no progress bar if that gets unpowered. We do have Oscar with quite a few units going in this army supply. Oscar actually has less units than desRow, so desRow had a huge lead. But you gotta keep in mind, these Urkons are very deadly, but desRow has upgrades. He is at 1-1, while Oscar doesn't have any upgrades. He sees those rocks going down and decides to just back off. Gonna try to get some more units in, moving in another Urkon. And will Oscar actually have enough to take this force out? That pylon going down immediately does not get canceled. One observer still just chilling out right here. It looks like Oscar has his charge, so he is going to be engaging. There's Urkons going up, but this one Urkon sitting in the back can't really do too much. But there's Immortals just taking out their Stalkers, and the Urkon acting like such a meat shield. And it looks like Oscar will be victorious in this one battle, but he has not won the war just yet. Those Colossus do live, and that is definitely what is critical. This observer did not move back, so Oscar cannot blink up to follow those Colossus. And Colossus Urkon battles are definitely very micro-intensive, unlike what many people think. Urkon's extremely micro-intensive in battle. You can't just attack this forward unit. I'll go back after the game to explain that, as we do have another attack now commencing. Those Immortals trying to fall back, but they are just so slow. He is going to have to engage, or he's just going to start losing units to the Stalkers of desRow, but desRow is pulling back. He did keep all his Colossus alive, and this is definitely what is key of his army. Once he gets enough Colossus to one-shot Stalkers, those Colossus will be able to decimate Urkons. We see Oscar, he only has 2 Urkons. He lost a lot of those Urkons in the last battle, while desRow saved all of his Colossus. So again, desRow had a huge lead. He's also at 2-2 upgrades, while we don't have any for Oscar. desRow also going for 3-3. Warp Prism on the way for desRow. That was very successful earlier on this game. And here we go. Big battle about to commence. Oscar has to go in now unless he's going to fall way behind those upgrades. There we go. But those Colossus just do so much damage. Stalkers blink up in the high ground. You can just see their HP dropping immediately. And there goes the GG. desRow gonna be taking that game. Very nice macro PvP. And let's go into a battle so I can kind of tell you the micro between Urkons and Colossus. Because I don't think many people know that. And, well, that game went a lot quicker than I thought. I don't think this has been the big engagement just yet. Nope, not yet. I'm just waiting for that one big engagement. I think it was around 14. There's force fields, maybe 15, 16. Oh, whoops. That wasn't that bad. Okay. Taking that out. Charge just now completing, so he's going to be going in. And any minute he's going to be going in. He doesn't have many charge blocks. Oh, it went down. Okay, normal speed. I wish they still had slower. But look at the Urkons. This is what we're going to be looking at. So look at the Stalker he is hitting. He's hitting this Stalker. He wants to target back here, like in the middle. With the Urkons, you want to force target them to go in the middle of the balls, because right now, this is doing a little bit AoE, but this area, right over here and here, is not doing any damage. So we'll look at the changes that his targeting's up. Now this Urkon hitting this one Stalker again. If he hit this one, he'd get like a Stalker back here. He'd get more Zealots, more Sentries. And again, the Urkon's not being force targeted. This one is actually attacking the Sentry, which is good, but again, these still attacking the front line. So let's go and look at the Colossus, what desRow is doing in this battle. I don't think either players did micro in that battle, but it's just cool to talk about the micro because eventually, in about a year or maybe 3 when the game has been figured out, this is what the game's going to be coming down to, those small micro decisions. So desRow right now backing up his Colossus, and well, just by the nature of it, Colossus do very well, because it doesn't matter if they attack the front or not. The only things Colossus can attack are units on the end, because their damage is horizontal, which is kind of what the units automatically go into. So if you attack this one mortal, it would attack the other ones next to it. He doesn't have to worry about force targeting or doing any of that. So, hope you enjoyed that little bit of a micro tip. Again, I don't really expect to see people using Urkons that way, but if you're really far behind in the game and you know you need a miracle, well, think about those micro decisions in battle, because eventually this is what the game will be coming down to. Take care, guys. Peace out, and I will see you next time.